I'm Charles Ngelale, and you're welcome to my presentation on international business, a review of strategy and operational dynamics at Unilever PLC. First of all, corporate strategy refers to a predetermined method towards achieving corporate goals. As the goals indicate what is targeted, the strategy tells us how it would be achieved. For a multinational corporation, corporate strategy consists of two parts: the domestic and the international strategy. While the domestic strategy often supports operational autonomy and flexibility, the international strategy seeks to ensure conformity with overarching corporate ideals and corporate culture. Most multinational corporations deploy a combination of both strategies. In this presentation, we focus on Unilever as a case in point to help create an understanding of how strategy leads to business success. Unilever was created in 1929 by a merger between a Dutch and a British company. It is a global leader in the FMCG industry, which is essentially the fast moving consumer goods industry, and it holds over 400 brands in 190 countries, serving about 2.5 billion people globally. The company adopts a think global, act local philosophy, which essentially means that it adapts to local markets while maintaining corporate ideals. Its domestic strategy deploys what it refers to as the "ization" approach. This supports indigenization and local capacity development at the managerial level. A matrix system also helps managers across the world interact and share experiences. Here are some of Unilever's popular brands. Its international strategy focuses on maintaining organizational ideals such as culture, values, ethics, corporate image, and such. Managers must therefore maintain a balance through both dimensions of strategy. Before entering a market, Unilever engages a due diligence to significant depth. While having established its presence in a market, its managers must see to the effective management of cost, benefit, and risk, which comprise a myriad of issues, as you can see. When entering a foreign market, Unilever creates opportunities for the development of a local leadership capacity for the indigents. It also relies on the matrix system we mentioned earlier and effective communication. Managers are able to solve problems and develop innovative ideas towards solutions. For example, let's look at Unilever in Nigeria. That's the Unilever Nigeria PLC. It encountered challenges in industrial relations. In 2008, the company sacked 61 of its staff members and faced severe backlash that had legal repercussions. Going forward, however, it adjusted its business to ensure effective communication and inclusion of its strategy with the staff union representatives. In 2020, staff-related initiatives such as the Project Fit were implemented with due recourse to labor unions. So in this case, we can see how the company in Nigeria made adjustments to its business to address local issues. Let's now take a look at joint ventures. A joint venture is essentially a business entity created by at least two parties to provide an opportunity for shared responsibility and the acceptance of risk and returns. Joint ventures generally have advantages and disadvantages. Let's look at the advantages of joint ventures. Advantages include increased capacity to undertake projects, access to new markets, resources, and expertise. Further, disadvantages of joint ventures include vague objectives in some cases, differences in expectations between parties, and sometimes contractual limitations that may affect the core business in some way. Unilever is engaged in over 350 joint ventures around the world, which essentially provide a number of great advantages to the company, from providing access to local databases of both customers and suppliers alike, to its penetration into such a market with its traditional products. Compared to other forms of strategic alliances, joint ventures have given Unilever lower financial costs of establishment and greater flexibility, which makes it more suitable for its business and essentially more rewarding in the long run. Now, despite the above, I would like to talk briefly about my take on the ization strategy of Unilever and how this has affected diversification. You see, the ization philosophy supports indigenization, as we mentioned earlier, and the development of managerial capacity such that locals can manage business units in their countries. This philosophy spread through the nations in which Unilever has a presence. Having locals oversee domestic operations may also come with setbacks or drawbacks in this case, such as denying leaders the opportunity of leading in a different country or culture to expand their experience. It also causes, or in my opinion, I believe it causes indigenous managers to develop complacency over time, and goal setting may be moderated. This may result in leadership turnover and a potential loss of managerial capacity for Unilever in the long run. In sum, we have seen the strategy and the importance of strategy and the fact that it's at the foundation of business success. And Unilever's Think Global, Act Local strategy has endeared it to over 2.5 billion people around the world, which is actually quite remarkable. With its joint ventures around the world, Unilever continues to expand its reach across market dimensions and location, thus making it a strong and relevant force in global business today. Thank you for watching my presentation. Are there any questions?